All right, class, now that we learned how to spell October, we want to practice it so we don't forget. So one place that we are able to put it is on our nouns page because a month is a thing, right? So it's a noun. And let me check quickly. I forgot to check which page. So we are on page 25 in your notebook. You can pause the video to get there if you need to. All right, so this is our nouns page, and remember we were talking yesterday about how nouns are either singular. What does singular mean? Good, just one. Or plural. What does that mean? More than one, anything from 2 to 1,000,000 and beyond. That would all be plural. All right, but what we're going to look over here now, let's see, we have some other headings. This one says common. These are nouns, so common nouns and proper nouns. So proper nouns are things that would be capitalized. Like we said, all of our months of the year. All right, so if we wanted to say month, that's a common noun. We're not going to capitalize that. But when we say October, it's the name of a month. And so we always capitalize names. Another example of this would be, let's see, city is a common noun, right? It just means any city. But Gallup, that's a proper noun, right? Because it's the name of our city. And so we would capitalize that as well. So we're not going to write that. I just wanted to give you an example of common nouns and proper nouns. So another example, let's see, teacher. That would be a common noun. It's any teacher. But if we're talking about a specific teacher, if we're talking about Mr. Williams, then we're going to capitalize that because that would be a proper noun. All right, so on our proper column, we're going to write October. Don't write it yet. I want to give you a few reminders. And you can always start on your practice paper first. If you're not sure, if you're not 100% sure, or you want to make sure you get it right before it's in your notebook. All right, so October needs to start with what kind of a letter? Good, it starts with a capital letter because it is a proper noun. All right, so oc, that's all we need to know for the first syllable is capital letter. Let's see, toe. Oh, which O do we use in the second syllable, toe? Good, it's A-O-U, and what lets it say its name? Excellent, it's an open syllable. And then in our third syllable, bur, which do we use? Excellent, the of her. So write October, remember those things, start with the capital. In our second syllable, it's A-O-U, good. And in our third syllable, it's the of, good, her. So write those sounds and say them while you write them. All right, put your finger under that first phonogram. In October, what does it say? Good, ah, and what kind of ah is it? Good, a capital. What's next? Good. Good. O, which O? Good, A-O-U. And good, b. And good, the of her. All right. So you can check and make sure yours looks like mine. And then if you remembered all the markings, that's all right to mark it after you write it. If not, you can check. Remember, this is saying its name, so we underline it, and this is a 2-letter phonogram, so we also underline it. All right, let's read our word one more time. We can just do the syllables. All right, good. October, October. All right, class, there's one more place in our book that we're going to put this. I'll go find the page. All right, class, so we went all the way back to page 74. This is after the section where we put all of our spelling lessons. And I know it's a little tricky to read it here. At the top of our page, it says 5 spelling patterns for the sound So we have 2 full pages for us to just organize our different words. And you'll see on this page, we've got 2 columns for er, the, of, her. Why is that? Why do you think we would have 2 and then only 1 there for er, the, of, hurt? Did you remember that this is what we use most often? Because remember in our sentence, her hurt bird eats worms early. Her comes first, and that's to help us remember this is our most common er. All right, so which did we use in October? Good, the of, her. So that's going to be the first entry that we put in our the of, her column right here by this number 1. So we're going to write October. So quickly, which kind of letter do we start it with? Excellent, a capital letter because it's a proper noun. So that's it for our first syllable, oc. Our second syllable, toe, which O do we use? Good, a-o-u, and it's saying its name how? Good, it's in an open syllable. And then in bur, which are we using? Good, the of, her, of course. All right, so write October on your first line. Say the sounds while you write them. All right, put your finger under that first phonogram and tell me what I need to write to spell it. Good, ah, good, t. Oh, good, and which O is it? Good, a-o-u. And good, b. Which Good, the of, her. All right. And for bonus points, we start this with a capital letter because it's what kind of a noun? I know I only said that once, but if you remembered it, it's because it was a proper noun. Nice job. All right, great work with October, class.